That sounded mediocre. You know what? I'm not gonna put them on. Okay, so hi. Um, this is me here. Obviously, I'm on Xbox right now, but I can take that aside and tell you guys what I just uploaded a few minutes ago. Basically, my dear good friend, I'm best friends with now. I'm gonna call him my best friend from now on. His name is, like I said in the video, Seth. And he received an email. This was like a few days ago, like on Wednesday of this year, of this month, in October. That he recently got charged for the PlayStation Plus membership, which, if normal people know, PS4, if you want to play online, you have to pay PlayStation Plus. But there's like all the stuff you get with PlayStation Plus. I guess that's cool, but Xbox, you get more stuff for free instead of just, hey, here's these 3 games. Good luck. At least Xbox, they give you like free games for one week or one. There's like here's here and here's the middle. Then they release these other 2 games, and then the next month they do the exact same thing again. Xbox has just been cranking out more $60 titles, and they're just like, you know what? Let's give our fan base something that we really want them to appreciate, our console as a whole. So there's that. Xbox, thank you so much for being a big part of my life now this year. If it wasn't for you, I would still be angry and still be like, Sony got hacked and all these other videos I made about PS4 before I switched to you guys. It was by your guys' Skinner's Microsoft. It was basically you just opening yourselves out and just being honest with everyone. And being honest is what being a good company should do. Apple is so honest all the time, even though people say, and conspiracy theorists say, that Apple isn't honest, they don't tell the truth all the time. I personally think that they do tell the truth all the time, so I trust them with my money. I trust them with all. I trust them. I trust them because they know what they're doing half of the time, and if they don't release something right away, and they release it later, that is actually a good thing. That is not a bad thing. That doesn't mean that they can do it all the time, but it gives them more of a chance to give more of a perfect product, like FaceTime group FaceTiming thing. Um, People are freaking out over that because they still don't have it, and it's really pissing them off. But in reality, if it's not finished, then it's not finished. And basically, iOS 12 was supposed to be a bunch of patches and fixes for everything that iOS 11 like continually just broke in every new update, like a new version of iOS 11, and then just kept on breaking. So there was that. But iOS 12 is basically a thing where you can use your devices, have fun with it, and don't have to worry about another bug again, which I have personally been more enjoying of. That still doesn't forgive the fact that there are some reasons you guys actually did shrink down the notch. I actually viewed, I saw the iPhone 10s and 10s Max when I was in the mall. I thought, oh, fuck it, I might as well see what they are since everybody's so up deep about it. And to tell you the truth, I kind of a little bit like the phones, but I still am going to go with this phone I have right now. But I'm not going to truthfully switch to a 10s Max. Not quite, but we'll see if the future holds for the phone. I mean, I can see a good potential for a smaller notch with a Face ID thing. I mean, I love my A plus. I love my A plus, but it's like when this phone goes to shit, that's when I'm going to upgrade to maybe a notch shrinking down iPhone, whatever number it is. So we'll see what the future holds. But so far, with the Face ID thing and everything else, it's still new out there. I mean, they've released this for a year, and it's not perfect yet. You have to give it time, and then it will be perfect. Like what happened to Touch ID. When it first came out, it wasn't so perfect, right? Now all of a sudden, you don't even push the thing anymore. You just pick up the phone here, and then it just automatically unlocks without any problems. So That's another reason why I think you guys should chill out a little bit on Apple for that. They'll do it. They'll do it perfect. So that's what they've been trying to do. They've been trying to. Their main focus is trying to get it perfect, so that way it can be faster to get in. It can be whatever else people want to get in the phone faster. So that's another reason. So, but PlayStation, and this is just an example of one company that actually wants to improve and actually wants to show itself that it cares. Let's say right now, Nintendo. They've released a Switch about 2 years now, I should say. They released their Switch 2 years ago, and it was a broken piece of crap. But now you give it time and you let Nintendo know all the problems you have. Nintendo will actually go out of their way and fix the problems. And I don't hear Nintendo Switch breaking anymore. Like, the one hit on YouTube was Nintendo's failure launch. Um, and actually, I don't see more videos of that anymore. So actually, Nintendo did improve. Let's just say, like the Xbox One X. It was a broken piece of junk. After 2 days of use, the chip and the 4K chip would fry. But now I don't hear any more problems with the One X. So you gotta give it time, folks. You gotta give it time. And if you don't, then that's your problem. Everything's not so perfect as you expect it to be. Give it time, and then it will be perfect to your suitable needs. But this is just maybe 3 companies now as an example, that actually wants to improve instead of fucking people over like over at PlayStation over there. I'm going to bring up one of the systems that is still a failure to this day. And here it is. I'm selling it for $410. My friend is going to buy it off me because I don't want this piece of shit anymore. Here it is, the PlayStation Vita. Now, as you can see from dust and everything, I have not even touched this thing. It's been sitting in my closet mostly. It's been sitting on my table, bottom table, that I have, because I'm waiting for this thing to be gone. Like, I'm waiting until I get the full amount of money I want, and then it will be out of my house. So, I'm going to reset it and everything as soon as he has the money. And I'm waiting until he gets it. So, I'm waiting for the money to come, and then he'll get it off me, and I can give it to him, and he can enjoy the piece of shit, because I don't need it anymore. But this is just one of the main examples of a failure as a company in whole, and if a different company, let's say a Microsoft, bought the PlayStation name, the PlayStation might actually be a bit better. Or Nintendo, if Nintendo bought PlayStation and hold, if Sony loses everything, Nintendo might make the platform a bit better actually, and I will come back if there's actually improvements to the PlayStation platform. But as far as I know, Sony, you suck. PlayStation, you can go kiss my ass. You guys ripped so many people off in this past console generation. You have ripped off so many fucking people, including the video I just uploaded. So here's the way how they got around it. So this has just happened a few days ago at my friend's house. He was so pissed off. I was like, okay, what for? I called him after I dropped him off at his dad's. And he told me that I should go to his house, which I didn't. I was already there, so I was talking to his dad, which is one of my friends as well. He called, and I called him, actually, and I asked if he wants to come with us, obviously. He said he will, and we did. And then he showed me that Sony PlayStation brand tried to charge him $63, and he turned that automatic renewal off. So what happened was he told Sony that he doesn't want automatic renewal, and what happened was, instead of going, oh, okay, we won't charge you, Sony decides to try to steal his fucking money from him by going around it. Like, they sent their money to the PlayStation thing, and then they took it back and charged him for it. So they ran around that. So they went around of going, oh, you don't want automatic renewal? Okay, we will still fuck you then, because we want everybody's money who signed up for the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation thing. And this is just one thing this year that they have absolutely have fucked up on. This is just one. Okay, so what's the next thing that they have fucked up? Oh yes, this recent post on Facebook, which is not fake, it is totally true. It came from Sony themselves. The PlayStation ID, PlayStation Network ID changed name. So let's say right now, if I was able to software update my PlayStation 4 and my PlayStation Vita and my other PlayStation systems that I have, including the PS3, which I'll get to that one in a moment. If you change your name ID, see, I'm gonna give you an example of Xbox. So Xbox, they will allow you to change your name ID without, and you do it once for free. You won't lose your games. You won't lose your data. You won't lose your progress. You won't lose your DLC add-ons. You won't lose anything at all. Even from the 360 days, you still didn't get to lose everything. You actually still got to keep things. So what PlayStation decided to do is they decided to go, hey, if someone wants to change the name and we don't want to charge for a name change because that's just stupid. But that's the point. You're making it look more stupid now because when you change your name, you lose your games, you lose your DLC add-ons, you lose your progress, you'll lose everything. You will lose everything. And your old name will still show up in the games you have on fucking disc. If you're lucky enough to buy disc from the PlayStation 4 or PS3 or PS Vita, whatever, you will still be fucked because your old name will still show up. And don't you come at me and saying that, oh, Sony is just trying this. They're trying to do something. No, they fucking won't. Microsoft, on the other hand, has got the shit in the fucking bag and go, okay, we're not going to rip people off. We're actually going to do something. We're actually going to care for people. And don't give me that excuse that, oh, the Red Ring of Death fraud so many people. You know why the Red Ring of Death happened? Because of people like you who tried to rush a corporation that the console wasn't ready for. You still rushed it anyways. They rushed it for you. Given the fact that you come from a console that seriously milks and fucking milks its fucking shit to you, that is fucking disappointing. If you are proud to be this, if you are proud to be here, are you proud to be associated with this? You have fucking problems. You have fucking problems. I'm just saying, you want to defend shit, you want to defend that Sony and PlayStation are the best thing in the fucking planet, you're fucking wrong. This is fucking one of them. This is exactly why I fucking switched over. Because they're still on their dark path, and they have not fucking moved from it since 2 fucking years ago. This shit has been happening since 2016. Ripping off people. Come on. Get your shit fucking together, dude. And then the crossplay thing with Fortnite. So if you have a Nintendo Switch and you downloaded Fortnite and you want to use your Fortnite account because you have everything, obviously, you can't use your Fortnite account if it's on the PlayStation. But yet when it's on Xbox, and you switched over, if you have an Xbox and you want to play Fortnite on the go without using your phone or whatever, you can use your account on the Switch from your Xbox. The Epic Games account thing, and you have it for that. PlayStation decided to do this. They will hold your Epic account hostage, and they will hold your PlayStation account hostage, and they will softly ban you for life if you sign in your fucking your Epic account from PlayStation to the Nintendo Switch. Which I think is a complete fucking bullshit. And don't give me that reason that, oh, they're trying to protect their players from whatever else is out there. No. Xbox people are friendly. Nintendo people are friendly. The PlayStation people are complete jerks and assholes that don't give a fuck about you. Their fan base is so fucking toxic, I fucking moved from their shit. It's so bad. There are people on PlayStation that will make fun of you, that will hurt your feelings, that will say all kinds of shit, and they will just remove you repeatedly because they think it's cool, they think it's funny. And this is just a corporation that is just willing not to improve because they see the potential, they see the stock ratings, they see how many people are buying their fucking systems, which, like, how many people have PlayStation 4s? You are fucking disappointing. You are actually disappointing to the console race. And I'm not just saying that because I'm an Xbox guy. I'm a Nintendo thing as well. So don't give me that bullshit as well. And I will lose subscribers for this, and I really don't care. Because I'm saying what's right, and Sony is just a scumbag corporation that I think you guys should not be associated with. If you have a PlayStation 4, you have a PlayStation Plus, unsubscribe to PlayStation Plus, unsubscribe to Sony, unsubscribe or get rid of PlayStation 4, get rid of everything you have PlayStation entirely. Yes, Sony, I am boycotting you because you have ripped off so many people. You have ripped off my best friend that I am going to take this a step further and say, fuck you. You do not need anyone else's money. You need to sit there and think about what the fuck you're doing because every gamer is not going to follow up on your fucking shit. No one will. No one will ever follow your shit. I used to be that until I finally discovered that they are just scamming you. They are just ripping you off on so many fucking levels. They are. They actually are. Because and then the backwards compatibility thing is another fucking issue I have with PlayStation. If they can figure it out how to play your fucking PS3 game disc in the PlayStation 4, and the PlayStation 2 disc, and the PlayStation 1 disc, all four or maybe five formats without a fucking problem on one fucking console, then great. Good. You finally did something right for yourself because the Xbox brand here, it can play three of its fucking formats. Three: the original Xbox, the 360, and then the Xbox One. Newer games further on the Xbox One. And don't give me the reason why they did this is because they don't have that much games out. That's bullshit. They have a lot of shit out that you people don't see. Go look at Microsoft's store, go look at Xbox games, and you will see so many Xbox games that I have not seen on PlayStation in a long time. There are more games on Xbox, and they are adding more backwards compatible games better than ever before, really. And Nintendo is still holding that prize. Microsoft is just at second place than Nintendo. Actually, Microsoft is first. Nintendo is second. PlayStation is not even in the scoreboard because they suck that bad. So then we have the crossplay issue, the Fortnite issue, the name changing issue, ripping off people issue. What else am I forgetting? Oh yeah, your PlayStation Store problems. When I first hopped back on, back at the beginning of this year, for once in its entire year, because I felt like, okay, I should jump on PlayStation and see what's going on in PlayStation. I thought maybe they actually have fixed their shit. I go on PlayStation Store to see if there's anything new, and yet the PlayStation Store thing doesn't fucking open at all. Like, it has nonstop, not even opened at all. And then someone invited me to their party on PlayStation. I went, okay, unplug my headset in and see what the hell's going on. This user I know, which I'm sorry for leaving you behind, but I'm going to because I'm sick of Sony shit. He said that PlayStation has been having difficulties with their store on PlayStation 4 in general, and there's just been so many bug problems after a bug problem after a bug problem. I don't know why they set this shit on purpose. I've heard these complaints about the original PlayStation 4, and then the Slim, and then the Pro. There's just so many issues with PlayStation right now. So many problems, and it's just going to keep on happening next year. Next year is just going to be worse. And I'm already seeing concept pictures of the PlayStation 5, and the design for it and the look for it. It just looks like a fucking PlayStation 4, PS3 cut up wannabe console that looks like a complete piece of brick shit that you can't even fucking enjoy. The controller looks like garbage. The console looks like garbage. There's nothing else that I can say other than the console and everything else is just garbage. There is just no good purpose for it. And we're not even at the end of PS4's life cycle, and Sony has already created concepts and other shit like that and releasing it to the public, which looks retarded. This is exactly a company that wants to get money, and they can't get any more revenue because of the PlayStation 4 that everyone has bought. Everyone in the world has actually have bought a PlayStation 4 where Sony goes, okay, we'll make another console, and we'll make everyone buy that. Don't be a fucking cocky move like you've done with PlayStation 4. Your cocky shit is the reason why people like me are not respecting you anymore. Your dark path is going to keep on going and it's going to keep on getting worse until you actually improve by adding this shit that people actually fucking want. They don't want to get ripped off. They don't want this shit anymore. Everyone's going to at least Nintendo or Microsoft because they want to be treated better as a consumer, as a customer, as a fan. They at least want to be respected. At PlayStation, at Sony, they're not getting any fucking respect right now. They are just shitting on their people and just forcing money out of people's fucking pockets. Do you think we're fucking rich? Our economy is bad right now because of Obama and fucking Trump. Our economy is so bad right now, and everywhere else in the world, the economy is awful right now. You can't say that, oh, the economy is good, people will buy whatever. We won't. We fucking won't, and we will put a stop to this shit because I'm sick of people saying that PlayStation is this, PlayStation is that, PlayStation is all my life. Like, no, no. PlayStation isn't what they used to be. They changed, and they are not going to stop what they are now. And I'm just saying, from my personal perspective, Sony has changed horribly, and they're going to keep on changing. And these are just the problems that they keep on coming up. And they probably, because I've heard some things too, that they have also gotten hacked this year more than once. And it's the exact same shit as it was happening before when they got hacked. I don't understand what is with them and getting hacked. That is solve the problem. They want money. You know, I'm gonna bring up these old problems from the past few years too, that they've changed. They've also have ripped people off in PlayStation. Someone got hacked once, or not once. A lot of people have gotten hacked, for a matter of fact. And if they have a PayPal account and or any other banking card that they have for their console to buy games off the PlayStation Store, they go call their bank because that's actually a smart move to do. They call their bank. The bank forces Sony to give the money back to the players who actually didn't buy this purchase. But even though Sony says we don't want to give back money. Oh, and then right in the middle of that phone call, actually, I gotta change the subject back to that PlayStation Plus scam thing. Um, that guy said, out of our kindness, we will refund you. If they charge you like that and they say that words that I just said, you will it's against the law to steal people's money. It is not the business rights. You cannot do that as a company. You cannot steal people's money like that. That is just wrong. That is awful. You do not steal people's money like that. That is just fucked up. But yet somehow you Sony and PlayStation did it anyways because you are that fucking greedy motherfucker right now because you have a contract with Call of Duty, you have a contract with Activision, you have contracts and contracts of all these other games that are exclusive that you have pumped out for PlayStation that people are so excited for. And then your fucking Spider-Man thing. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you not getting your fucking hype to the fucking hell Spider-Man game when it first launched, not even fucking working? Like, someone had pre-ordered the game and played it, the beta of it, and they said this was awful. And then when the game actually came out and someone else played it, it was the exact same thing. It was never changed. Ever changed. So what is with you and your exclusives and saying that we're all about exclusives here at PlayStation and the greatest platform to play? More like the greatest fuck you rip-off platform you will ever fucking see. And yeah, I'm boycotting them because this has gone too far enough. Something needs to happen. Sony cannot just, PlayStation in general and Sony in general cannot steal money from people like that. They just can't. They can't steal money like that. And then here's this one too, the one I was talking about before I changed the subject, going like, oh yeah, and they also said kindness, and you know, whatever, and we're just gonna refund you. If they say that they will not refund you, they will refuse to refund you. Call your bank if they are a trusted bank. Call them and tell them that Sony ripped you off and stole your money from you, and your bank will guarantee to get your money back as soon as possible. The company I'm going for is, I can't say it, but they are really great people. They are really great people. The best bank I ever went to in my life. I would stick with them until the day I'm dying or the day that I'm dead. But if you call the bank that I'm with and you say that Sony ripped you off and stole your money, technically, you can have a chance of getting your money back with the bank I'm with. There are some other banks that'll go, okay, we will try to get your money back, and if we don't, we're sorry. Just as simple as that. Because the banks have been dealing with this since 2016 when they started this trend of ripping people off and not giving a fuck. And then people getting hacked as well. So there was a. So I'm going back to this guy now since I talked about the whole thing. Okay, so this guy in particular, I followed the video. I followed everything that guy said. He went to the PlayStation support and said that his account got hacked. Well, first of all, he said that he called his PayPal, which is leading to his bank, which they forced Sony to give his money back, and then he put the money. But then all of a sudden, when he logged into his PS4, his thing when he logged in said this: "You are automatically you have been banned from Sony because you avoided terms and agreements and services." When you goddamn know you did not avoid PlayStation's terms, agreements, and services. And I'm saying it like that because, that's on my mind. So he goes to the PlayStation support website. He goes to the PlayStation support and he prints this stuff out on paper. Um, he talked about that his account is banned for no reason. The PlayStation support guy goes, okay, where's the information? He gives him the information. The guy types all the information down and says that you have been banned because you avoided Sony's services and terms. He goes like, what did I avoid? Basically, getting his money back was the avoidation or the avoiding terms and services. So they have banned him. They banned his account entirely. And he goes like, okay, then what do I do to get my account back? They said he has to go to a store and buy PlayStation Store cards, redeem them, uh, give it to him, and then they will take his account back. They were holding his PlayStation account hostage. And this has happened to multiple fucking people. Hold their account hostage until he goes to the store, buys PlayStation Store cards, redeems them, gives it to the guy, and then then the person will give his account back and says, "Thank you for contacting PlayStation." This is exactly what I'm talking about, and they are still doing this shit. They are still doing this. They do not want to give money back, and they love receiving money for some a periodic reason. So this is really fucked up. I do not want to be associated with them anymore after hearing all of this. There's no good stuff about PlayStation. There's not much good stuff about PlayStation. And I'm one of those channels actually that I have talked about PlayStation before in its entirely. And ever since I switched to Xbox, I've been actually have been more happier with the console. I've been more happier with Microsoft. I'm actually excited to see what they have coming out. I am excited to see what Microsoft has got planned. I am so excited for so many things that are coming out into the Xbox brand entirely. I want them to be like what PlayStation is right now. I want everyone to buy a Microsoft Xbox product and having Microsoft still care about the people. Because that's what actually will get a good person or a person like me who is sick and tired of shit like that go over to a console like this entirely. I love this console brand. I love it a lot. I have actually have gotten more happier on here. I have actually have gotten more better actually. I've not been so angry at anything anymore except when I hear about this brand entirely, this here and then this here entirely. That's when I go, what the fuck is this? And I laugh. I laugh at them now. I laugh at how pathetic they still are and they don't care. So, that's all I'm saying, guys. Either switch to a Nintendo product, like the Nintendo Switch console. I've just switched to that, or the PlayStation, or the I was about to say PlayStation, or the Xbox brand. And if you look through my older videos and see that I'm talking shit about Xbox, I take everything I said back about Xbox. I'm really the wrong person for saying these things. Uh, because the truth of the matter of fact is, Microsoft tried to care in the beginning of the Xbox One because they realized how much they have fucked up. So, that's all I'm saying is, Sony, uh, go fuck yourselves. I'm tired of this brand. Please die. Please actually die. And then here's another thing um, that I've discovered as well. PlayStation, like I said before, is shutting down the PlayStation 3 servers. So I did a few goodbye videos to the PlayStation 3 that I actually had. And I gave it to the Game Corner store, which I couldn't film that. I gave it to the Game Corner store, and they sold it to me for a lot of money. I got my money's worth out of it, but then all that timing, I just can't get back on. So I don't have the PlayStation 3 anymore, and the PlayStation 3 servers are actually getting shut down, actually, as a matter of fact. They are getting shut down later on next year or later this year, early on next year. It depends on what year it is, really, because they said that they are going to shut it down, and it's true. They are shutting it down. Your PS3 will be a total fucking brick. You can't use it for anything. And actually, if you have digital content that you have downloaded, and there are some that are in the store that you want to re-download those, please re-download those as soon as possible because, from what I've heard, Sony will also shut down the PlayStation Store, so your console will be an entire brick. So all those digital content games and all those digital games you've bought from the store, you can't get re-access to those games anymore. You would either have to buy them on disc or simple, buy an Xbox. Simple. Sell your PlayStation or trade your PlayStation over to an Xbox One or a 360 because the 360 still isn't getting shut down. And they're going to keep on more. Their Xbox One is going to get more Xbox 360 exclusive games. Not 360 exclusive. The Xbox 360 games into the Xbox One, and they're gonna still keep their services up until. And then the 360 is still getting software updates. That's another funny thing. A console that has been around since 2006, but yet it's still getting software updates. As in the PlayStation 3, it stopped getting its software updates as soon as the PS4 got more and more futuristic and more feature thing feature broken fest thing or whatever. As soon as the PS4 got that, the PlayStation 3 stopped software updating the PS3. So there's that as well. What else is there? I can't think on top of my head right now. And I will make sure a few days in advance that he gets his money back, and stuff like that from that PayPal account. So I'll find out from him. I told him to let me know when he gets his money back from PayPal, so I can let you guys know that. Because it truthfully sucks when a corporation goes from caring in the 90s they actually cared. In the PlayStation 2, they actually cared. The PlayStation 3, they cared. And all of a sudden, right through the middle of the PS4's life cycle, they've changed to this really scummy, dirty corporation that nobody should be associated with anymore. And really, that's just the true fact of it is that Sony is just not like what they used to be. So I tell PlayStation to go fuck off in so many ways. So there's that. Um, I'm just going to leave it off with this. If you still love the PlayStation brand, after everything I just said, you are truthfully the problem with gaming. You are truthfully the problem with so many gamers now. And everyone is wondering why Sony is doing this. Everyone's wondering why Sony is acting like the way they are. Because of people like you who stick up by the brand no matter what and say that, oh, the brand can just go fuck you. The brand can just fuck you over and be like, we don't care. We don't care. We don't care about the gamers. We don't care about, as long as they have money in their fucking pockets, that's all they care about. And I'm really getting really sick of that from Sony. And I'm really getting sick of that from PlayStation. PlayStation and Sony are just milking themselves out. The PlayStation name has become a fucking cash cow. Just like fucking Call of Duty, just like GTA. Those games have become a fucking cash cow that I didn't want to see. And you people think Call of Duty sucks. Well, you're right on that. But also, you are wrong if you are a PlayStation 4 owner and you say Call of Duty sucks. You're wrong. Because Call of Duty does suck in any step of the way. Um, if you say that your PlayStation is better than anyone else, then you are truthfully disappointing to the gaming community. Because what Microsoft and Nintendo and PC is trying to show you PlayStation people that you can't just stick by one name and say, oh, this is how it is. No. Xbox and Nintendo allowed crossplay with Minecraft. PC also allows crossplay with games. This is what I mean. Something like that needs to change from PlayStation. PlayStation isn't going to do it. They are too much of a cash cow. They don't want to evolutionize the gaming industry. Microsoft and Nintendo are the only ones now that are going to do that, and Nintendo has proudly have done that. They have proudly have done that. As a brand, they have actually accomplished the gaming evolution in its entirety. So, that's just my saying. Everything wrong with PlayStation this year. They also brought up some past ones, but this is mostly the things I say that is wrong with PlayStation that I think you guys should switch. And I will do this exact same thing next year. If I find any more news about the PlayStation brand and what they're doing, I will let you guys know in a video, and I will also keep you guys updated on some things about the PlayStation ripoff of or the you guys should switch to Nintendo or switch to Xbox and Nintendo if you guys really do that. That'd be great. Let me know in the comments on that video and this video. Um, this has gone far for like 40 minutes. Basically, just giving you guys a end year review of what everything that Sony has done, that PlayStation brand has done, and how I feel more better not being with them anymore. I feel more better discussing this out with you people and just making you guys think that maybe this brand just sucks, or not maybe. This brand totally sucks and you should switch to someone else who will treat you more better as a consumer, who will treat you better as a business customer, who will treat you as a fan of the system, who is a fan of whatever. That's all that I'm saying. Without all of this out of the way, I appreciate you guys sticking with me through this entire journey. And I want to boycott Sony. So I'm not going to buy another Sony thing ever again. I will shut down my PlayStation Plus subscriptions. I'll shut down that. I will shut down my PlayStation account entirely. I do not want to be in the PlayStation name anymore. My mom can take over the account if she wants to. She's got to have to change my name and my email thing, so I don't get any more things from PlayStation because I'm truthfully into this now. I'm truthfully into this brand more, and I can't wait to see what more things in the future come with this system. There has already been more great features, and there's another thing I forgot to say about the PlayStation. Okay, one more thing about the PlayStation that they have fucked up this year. Um, from what I've heard, that PlayStation is going to stop making software updates for the PS4 Slim and the PS4, the original PlayStation 4, and the PlayStation 4 Pro is going to have all of its software updates completely for now on. Which basically means that there's going to be no more security updates. There's going to be no more features. There's going to be no more of any of the stuff that you would want at a PlayStation as a PlayStation owner. You want the security updates. You want to make sure your account. You want to make sure your console just doesn't get hacked by a computer or a modder who comes into a game and gets, that hacks whatever. So the original model and the Slim are not getting any more updates, which is like they're still current new system, the Slim and the Pro. They're gonna get the Pro all the way to whatever, and it's really disappointing. So there's that added on to this year that they have fucked up. Um, I would love to thank you guys for everything that has been going on this year with PlayStation entirely. And thanks for sticking with me through these videos that I have done. I have seen dislikes on Super Mario Logan that I unsubscribed from. I've been more happy since I have not been subscribed to Super Mario Logan anymore. I don't see his videos no longer on my feed. I just been more happy without him. I think it was for the best because I didn't want to be mocked anymore. All of the original fans didn't want to be mocked, so there's a little bit of that. So I do notice when a video that someone just doesn't like, and you know what? You don't have to like it. But I'm just saying, I'm going to point them out. So without that out of the way, I will see you guys in the next update with the PlayStation Plus, trying to scam my friend into paying, and we'll see what goes from there. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me through this entire thing. I will be back with you with an update on that. And I'll also be giving you guys an update on the GM site. It's just been really sad down over there. If you guys don't see it if you guys see the demolition on YouTube, it's close to being done. As sad as I may say that, it's almost done. So, there's also that. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Please be more friendly with that whatever. And now my next discussion on my next live stream will be about YouTube this year as a whole and how many things they have fucked up. That's gonna be in the next live or the next video. I'll be discussing about YouTube and how much they have completely fucked up. So, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this channel for so many years. Just seeing how I changed myself as a whole. So, I'll see you guys then. thanks you guys for sticking through everything up and down, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.